Hi everybody, John McNichol here again. Okay, well, the latest kerfuffle when it comes to Canvas. It seems that although I did say please do the paragraph assignment, cohesion paragraph assignment for M5, it seems that for whatever reason, Canvas decided to put not one but two paragraph assignments with the same wording in Module 7. No idea how that happened. I am going to go through and see everybody who put their work in the Module 7 that should have been up in Module 5. I will grade them and make it an M5 grade. So please don't panic. If you've turned it into one of those three places, the M5 or the two M7s for your paragraph with the T's and the 1, 2, 3s and so forth, okay, I should be able to find it by next Monday. All right. Okay, so today I'm going to continue talking about the outlining lesson. It's M8 Lesson Outlining -2. And I'm going to be going, remember there was a slideshow I had with you, didn't want to take up the whole period with it. But I'm going to be talking about it, and you can take a look at it if you want, pause it here if you want to, but go to the slideshow on M8 Lesson Outlining 2. I'll wait. Okay, you had time to pause it. All right, I'm going to start at slide number 22, okay, on that particular piece. The heading is About Organization, okay? So, just doing that right now, taking a look here, okay, making sure that it's big enough for me to see, okay? And of course, it's being kind of annoying. Well, what a surprise. That's okay, that's okay. Hold up. Let me see if I can make this just plain bigger here. Okay, there we go. Okay, about organization. Now, by now, you should have, with me, have organized your paragraphs. You've got a thesis statement, you've got 3 body paragraphs, you've got a conclusion, okay? Those body paragraphs are the meat in the sandwich. Now, when you've got your 3 body paragraphs, okay, I'm looking over to make sure that everything's showing up where it should on my piece and also checking the time on my video. But when you're doing stuff with the body paragraphs, there's ways to organize them, okay? The first and easiest way is chronology. If you want to convince me that Napoleon was an awesome military genius, chronology means you organize them in terms of time. Well, first Napoleon did this in the French Revolution. Then he did this a year later, and then he did this a year after that. That is chronological organization. Chronos refers to time, okay? So you're organizing them in terms of events and when they happen. But what if you are dealing with stuff that doesn't deal with events? Then you look at importance, okay? Now, discussing your topics from the most important one down to the least important makes sense if you're talking about, say, if you're writing a newspaper article, okay, or a magazine article, or even a paper for me, okay? So the most important thing, talk to me about the most important stuff and then the least important stuff. If cell phones are bad, you want to lead with cell phones are causing cancer in babies, okay? And then maybe later on you could say cell phones also cost a lot of money, okay? Most important down to least important. So those are 2 ways you can organize chronology and importance. Now, also, for an argumentative essay, Dr. Fung's slideshow in slide number 23 talks about choosing strength. Now, this is a method you can use for all formal argumentative essays, all essays in this class. Now, ideally, all of your arguments are really strong, and you don't have to worry about what order to put your body paragraphs in. If they're all equally strong, it doesn't matter what order you put your paragraphs in, okay? Makes sense? But if you do have stronger and weaker arguments when you're writing an argumentative essay, like the one you're writing for me, use this order, okay? Ready? Put your second strongest argument first, your weakest argument in the middle, and the strongest argument at the end. Why? Well, readers remember best what they read last, and they remember least what they read in the middle. You want to make a good first impression, and you want to finish strong. So you're going to have 3 body paragraphs, okay? Put your second strongest argument first, your weakest argument in the middle, and the strongest argument as your third body paragraph. So it will stick in hardest up here when your reader is reading it, okay? Now, what makes a paragraph stronger is not the number of facts you found. A lot of people make that mistake. But how persuasive you think that paragraph is to your readership. So look at each paragraph and judge how persuasive it is. Just put yourself in the mindset, okay? If you're trying to convince me that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year, okay? What are the most persuasive arguments you could have for that, okay? If you're trying to get money for the, as one of you put it, the big money scholarship, what are going to be the strongest arguments? Well, if you say, I have a history of helping the environment, I'd say for most folks, that's weakest. You put it in the middle. But if you say, I manage my time well, I think that's even better than saying, I have a history of, I manage my time well. Good. Put that one first. That's your second strongest argument. I desire to make sustainable energy popular. Ooh, that's a really good one, okay? You want to be an engineer? Boom, that's a good, strong one. Put it third as your third body paragraph and last, okay? So, basically what you should have at this point, you've got your 3 topic sentences and anywhere from 3 to 5 evidences after that, okay? I manage my time well. That's something a lot of you could say. Hey, I'm a student at TCC, full or part-time. I have a job, full or part-time. Some of you are parents. Guess what? That's always full-time, ain't it? Okay. Mention if you've got an awesome attendance record or great grades. If you don't, well, okay, don't worry about those so much. Okay, but mention the great grades you have in the classes you have. You could say, second, weakest argument, I have a history of helping out the environment or any other group. Okay? Hey, here's a club I belonged to. I was the treasurer of that club, but there wasn't ever any money. Doesn't matter. I was the treasurer. Say it. Okay. I helped clean up the Colorado River by collecting 100 bags of trash. Good for you. Okay. Put that in the middle paragraph too. I desire to make sustainable energy popular. Well, it can be more popular if it's made more efficient. Here's how I am majoring in electrical engineering. I'm taking core classes to make these things happen. These are my goals. Here are concrete steps I am taking and have taken to make them happen. Okay? So, second strongest argument first, weakest argument in the middle, and strongest argument third for your 3 body paragraphs. Okay? So, what's your thesis statement? Well, I desire this big money scholarship because I manage my time well. I have acted to help the environment, engineering, whatever it is, and I desire to make sustainable energy popular. I desire to make a better life for myself and my child, whatever it is. Okay, those are you have your thesis and your 3 topic sentences. That makes your thesis statement. Okay, so then you finish the outline. You've got your thesis, which is your 3 topic sentences, and you're summing up at the end. You've got your outline, 1, 2, 3 paragraphs. Okay, so you just got to ask, does this thesis answer the essay question directly? Okay, does this thesis say why you deserve that big money scholarship? Okay. Now, they also, Dr. Fung mentions 1 or 2 other pieces here. She has what are called sub-claims. Okay. Now, if you support a claim with another claim, then remember, you haven't completed the argument until the claims are supported by enough facts. So if you claim I manage my time well, great, okay? If you say I have a perfect attendance record, okay, mention I have a perfect attendance record at TCC on Canvas, okay? There, they can go check that, okay? So if you give an argument, just say I've got a perfect attendance record, well, what do they mean by that? Does that mean that you show up? Does that mean you're on time? What does it mean? It means on Canvas at TCC, I have a perfect attendance record for all of my classes. Boom. Give something that they can check on. Okay. Give them a fact. Ideally, give them a source as well. Okay. Alrighty. Remember subordinate paragraphs, okay? English, if we try to say English classes are worthwhile, well, they teach the dialect of English that's standard in business settings. That's a claim, okay? And if you know this kind of standard English, students will sound professional, both in speech and writing. Claim. And if you sound professional, students have a better chance of impressing recruiters. That's a claim. And what's the fact that backs it up in slide number 30 on Dr. Fung's thing in the M8? Okay. On average, workers with poor English skills work only 18 to 19 weeks a year, and they're almost 10 times more likely to be living below the poverty line. That's a fact. That's something you can cite. We're going to be looking at that next class as well. Okay? So, make sure you double check your outlines, make sure that your claims, make sure that the facts you have supporting those claims are checkable. That's a big thing, okay? And when you polish that outline up, okay, I haven't taught you yet MLA citations, but that's okay. You could just give the website if you've got any facts that you want to show, okay? So remember, the 4 big things when you're writing an essay: know your audience and your purpose. In this case, your audience is the scholarship committee, and your purpose is to get the big money scholarship. Gather information. Why do you deserve it? You group all those facts and information into 3 big categories. And you then you organize them. You turn those 3 big categories into 3 body paragraphs. And then you take the topic sentences of those 3 paragraphs and make it into your thesis on top and your conclusion on the bottom, and you now have an essay to get your big money scholarship. So hopefully that's going to make everybody happy. Okay? Sound good? Alrighty. Now, I wasn't planning on giving extra credit, which she talks about in slide 37, but if you really want that, talk to me in class. We'll see if we can work something out. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thanks everybody for watching. The only thing that you will have to do, I'll put this in the announcement, for next Monday night as well, is complete the M8 quiz on outlining. Okay, thanks everybody. You take care and have a great night. Bye-bye.